Coach, just your general thoughts on today's doubleheader.
Obviously, it's tough anytime you get swept at home. I thought early on our at-bats were really good against a really good pitcher. Savino takes a line shot off his calf and stays in the game, but the kid's a warrior. We had some good at-bats against him, and we had a chance to kind of, I think, maybe put a finishing touch on him there with runners on second and third, and we didn't come through, and I think that kind of gave them life. Nick Rand was really good. And for the first time, Josh Becker wasn't very good. He gave up a bunch of hits in a row, but he's been so good for us. I mean, all year long. It's tough to say anything about Josh Becker. He's been fantastic. So, game 2, and we only walk one guy. Our hits weren't as timely as Albany's, and you tip a cap they beat us in game 2. It just comes down to, 11 walks. Like, they're indefensible, and it's kind of heartbreaking when you see they score more runs than they get hits, and it's becoming a theme here, and it's not a good one. And but we'll show up tomorrow and battle our butts off. I can promise you that.
Open up for any questions for Coach.
So Rand gave you that nice start. That's going to be encouraging to see that.
Yeah, I mean, Nick has been good enough to win games, but he was really sharp today. Threw a couple really good 2-strike, 3-2 breaking balls.
Yeah.
He was really good, and that's why he's the ace of this staff. And every other team matches their best up against him, and he's just been a victim of some hard luck. And he gave us everything he had today. I was happy.
And really, you did set game 1 up right. I mean, you had the lead going to the 8th. You had Josh ready. Mm-hmm. It was set up exactly, I'm sure, the way you wanted it to. It just didn't work out.
It was. And that's the funny thing with baseball. When you're fighting it a little bit, it's tough to get all cylinders working here. But again, Josh Becker's been so good for us, and he just he gave up 4 or 5 hits in a row there, and they capitalized.
With how tough obviously you guys played the lumber in the non-conference schedule. Yes. Everybody. Is confidence still high? Do you guys still feel like, because conference play still gives that fresh start where if you get things working, you get into the conference tournament? I mean, what's kind of the spirit of the team right now? I mean,
it's obviously they're down here and you're playing at home.
Right.
It's a team that, we beat 5 out of 6 times or whatever it was last year.
Yeah.
And they played really good today. I tip my caps to them. They played really good, but again, I think we're looking for ways to win games, and it's not for a lack of effort. Our practices have been really good; they've been sharp, and it's just, I think sometimes when one thing goes wrong, they're like that uh-oh button goes off, and but there was positivity in the dugout all day long today, so it's just one of those things where we got to get a game and. We string some hits together, get more leadoff guys on base. When we get leadoff guys on base, the innings change, and so it's just it's a funny game. I mean, look what the Red Sox are going through.
I know.
Similar things. So it's the one thing I will say is there's a lot of C&I singles that are finding their way against us, and again they're putting their bats on the ball when they need to, and it's to credit to them. But it's been that way, it seems like, for a couple weeks now, and the baseball gods have a way of changing, and hopefully that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
You really just need to beat somebody up.
Yeah. Just need to go
That's
out
really
and,
what you need to do.
Exactly. Go out, and we need our guys, our counted on our dudes to be dudes, and we need our role guys to kind of fill in there. And Nick Rand was a dude today, and we need Stevie and Climo to come through for us when they need to, and stop, kind of take a step back and not feel like they have to put the whole team on their back. And they've been there, every single at bat over their whole career. So, and. It's just one of those things we're just kind of fighting it right now.
Will Henry pitch tomorrow? Do you know who's pitching?
Henry's pitching tomorrow.
Have you seen anything in practice at all from him lately? And you feel like he could be turning a corner lately?
Well, his last 2 innings against UConn or against URI were really good, where he had the look in his eye.
Yeah.
That I hadn't seen yet, and I told him that after the game.
And you expected big things from him, obviously.
He's our number 2.
Right.
He was our number 2 coming into the year. 5 wins as a freshman, 55 punch-outs in 50 innings. And he's fought it a little bit, but again, it's not for a lack of effort. The kid's putting all the work in he possibly can, and if he does figure it out, we could turn the page, and that's a big piece.
How would you know that he's figured it out? What would be the one thing that you would see that say, okay?
If he has a couple innings in a row, like inning 3 and inning 4 against URI, where he can string, a couple hitters in a row and stay focused. It seems like he's been a victim of, he'll get 2 outs, 2 quick outs, and then he'll kind of lose focus if he can stay focused throughout the 3 out. It's a 3 out
Yeah,
inning,
right.
So, and getting the leadoff guy out. When he gets the leadoff guy out, it seems like the weight of the world is off his shoulders. So, but he's working extremely hard. He's really good. He's talented, and nobody feels for him more than the guys that are sitting out, in the clubhouse with him. So he's working. He's putting in the work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
All
Good
right.
luck tomorrow.
Thanks.